Alright guys, welcome to another Let's Watch / Talk where we check out the new trailer for movie coming out, and today we have the official teaser trailer for It, Welcome to Derry. So let's go ahead and watch it together and we'll talk about it after. Let's go.
You poor thing. Get in before you catch your death of cold.
Now you just tell us where home is, and we'll get you back to your parents safe and sound, okay?
Anywhere but Derry.
Things that happened in the past.
My family and I just moved to town.
Oh!
Hey, baby.
Happened in your mind.
Today was 4 months. And they never even found a body. That means murder.
This business with the missing kids. Do I need to be concerned? Never a bad idea to keep the people you love close.
No adult's ever gonna believe what we saw. I wouldn't.
There's a history of stuff like this happening in Derry.
You kids keep your noses out of police business.
I'd heard voices. In the pipes.
Have you ever heard of something like that?
There's something bad here in Derry.
There we have it guys, that is the official teaser trailer for It, Welcome to Derry, which is a prequel to the It series, It and It Chapter 2. And it's looking pretty interesting, of course. We'll get to see throughout the series the origin of Pennywise, and most likely for this season, we're going to see him at the end, or it at the end, right? Pennywise, and we're going to get a little bit of the origin story. I don't think this season, because apparently it's rumored to have, or wanting 3 seasons out of this to tell the story. And to start off, the season 1 will be during the 1960s, before the events of the film, the first film. And we're going to get to see the origin story of Pennywise the Clown throughout the rest of the series. I think the first season might be just slow build up, which will then lead to Pennywise's reveal at the end. At least I would think so. And it's also said that this season will have 9 episodes. I'm hoping at least each one will be like an hour long, hopefully, crossing fingers. But apparently that's going to be for season 1. And then season 2 would take place in 1935. And the last season, if it goes on to 3 seasons, hopefully crossing your fingers, that's the plan, will start off in 1908. And apparently Andy Muschietti says there's a specific reason why they're going backwards and not forwards, which leads on to said film, because I'm assuming it's a backward story, kind of like the vision of George Lucas with the Star Wars series of being 4, 5, 6 and then 1, 2, 3. That's the way they did it. I mean, not counting the, of course, technology back in the day, but that's the way he wanted to tell his story, and that's the way he told the story. Though now we're seeing it here, I believe, in that same formula with It, Welcome to Derry, where we have, of course, the book, the story of It, and then It Chapter 2. But now we're going to get more info on Pennywise, and also we're going to get a new cast of kids. I don't want to be messed up here, but it's safe to say probably most likely these kids are not going to make it. I'm sorry guys, they're not going to make it. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Are you guys excited for It, Welcome to Derry? This is not the official trailer, but once we do get an official trailer, a longer trailer, and maybe showcasing more of the scares, more of the characters, then we'll cover that once that drops. But I want to say another thing. Throughout the trailer, we did get to see the adults, right? Trying to not mention the name, trying to keep quiet about Pennywise, and just forget about Pennywise, right? That is the plan, at least as an adult. But the kids will hear the noises through the pipes and see all these different events that Pennywise goes for and sets on them, like the pipes with the girl looking through the pipes, kind of like similar to the way it was in the film, though also of course disguise himself as a police officer. Maybe that police officer is part of it, part of the scare that Pennywise sets on, or even that lady that was behind that door with the smile. So I mean, who knows? Like I said, I think it's gonna be a slow build up, of course, each episode, and we're gonna get introduction to each character, the kids, and also the problems that will come in this case Pennywise, and slowly building up to Pennywise revealed at the end. I don't think they're gonna face him. I think, like I said, maybe they're not gonna be successful at the end, and they will be on the wall of the missing children, which is very sad. But again, guys, don't forget this is a prequel, so yes, we'll be rooting for these guys, though the ones that do make it out and survive Pennywise, at least take him out, is the group that we know from the films. But now let's talk about the cast. So we have Giovanna Depo, we have Chris Chalk, Taylor Page, James Remar, Stephen Ryder, and Bill Skarsgård, of course, the one and only, who plays Pennywise the Clown, will come back. And for some reason, for a while there, before they started filming the show, it was apparently confirmed that he wasn't going to come back for some reason. I mean, why wouldn't he? I mean, it's not like he's going to have a huge part in the show. I wouldn't think so. So, that's what I thought. I thought it was kind of weird, that the fact that they were not going to bring him in, or just he wasn't going to come back. I figured he would. I mean, it's a show, so he's not going to be the main character throughout the whole series. We're still going to have to get introduction of the kids and everything. So, like I said, it'll be a slow build up. If anything, season 2 or maybe season 3 will be more of Bill playing the character, playing the clown, before being Pennywise, or maybe taking over as Pennywise, perhaps. Who knows? And we also have, of course, Madeline Stowe. We have Kimberly Norris Guerrero, Dorian Gray, Thomas Mitchell, B.J. Harrison, Peter Outerbridge, Shane Marriott, Chad Rook, Joshua Ojik, and Morningstar Angeline. So we have quite a lot of cast members. We have adults, of course, the recurring roles, and also the stars being the kids here, and all the different issues that they're gonna go through, starting off with the little, I guess, nightmares, and also, well, not really nightmares, but just different events, nightmarish events that will happen, visions that they'll see either in their house or outside their house. Again, very similar stuff that will happen, or that we've seen before from the It series. Now, for the final thoughts, guys, is that I like it. I actually like the fact that we're getting a prequel series to It. I do like the original series, of course, with Tim Curry as Pennywise. I do like the Bill Skarsgård version of it, and I like the fact that when it came out, it was a whole reboot thing, and it was going crazy. And with the clown, the look of the clown, the scariness, the scare factor, the scares, and how intense it was. At least the first one. I think the second one's more goofier than the first one. I think the first one did a better job than the second one, but I think both of them still hold up, and they did a really good job. But now we're getting a show off of this series, and again, I like the clown. I like the fact that we're gonna get the lore. That's because some people have been asking, what is Pennywise, or what is that? Like, what is this giant alien, this giant monster we're dealing with? How long has he been alive? How did he show up to said planet? Like, how long has he been there? All these different questions hopefully will be answered throughout the seasons. Again, it's planned to have 3 seasons. I mean, that's perfect. I think that's perfect, actually, to showcase the character, in this case Pennywise, the lore, the backstory of the alien and the monster, and how he showed up, and how they took over the look of the clown and just terrorized the city with different ways. And of course, again, origin of Pennywise, and that's the whole plan. Again, it's going to be a slow build up because it is 3 seasons, and of course nowadays with the seasons, the way they do it, it's little by little by little, 1 episode, 2 episodes, and a small amount of episodes. But that's the way to do it. That's a whole different discussion that I want to talk about some other time. But again, it's cool. I like it. I've been a fan of it for a while now, and the fact that we're getting a show, it's kind of cool. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about it. Are you guys excited for this one? Are you guys excited for Pennywise? And I mean, we'll see how it turns out. Again, I think it has potential to do really good, at least the first season. And I think it'll capture the audience with the lore and us wanting to know more about Pennywise, and the background of the character, of the monster, of it. And of course, if it does make it to 3 seasons, by the time we get to the last one, it'll slowly build up and connect all the seasons, the 3 seasons together, and of course with the films, which will be a nice little loop-de-loop and a little bow to tie it. And I think that will conclude the whole series of it with the movies. We'll get the show, and it'll be just a nice big done story. But yes, guys, that doesn't be it for this Let's Watch / Talk. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait to see it this fall, okay? And of course, we'll cover the next trailer once that drops. But yeah, take care, guys. Stay amazing. I'll see y'all with the next one.